Welcome back. Let's talk about Osun politics. Yesterday, part of the 4 senators that defected from the PDP to the APC, 2 were from Osun State. We understand as well, I think 2 members of the House of Representatives from Osun State also defected to the APC. We've been joined on the program to explore the conversation. Mr. Ezekiah Bamiji, Senior Special Assistant on Media to the Governor of Osun State. And an APC chieftain, Jamiu Laumi, is a special advisor to the former governor of the state, Odas Gwegayatola, on education. Gentlemen, thank you so much for coming on the program.
It's my pleasure.
Yes, good morning. Thank you.
So, Mr. Bamiji, let me start with you, because it is your party, at least at this instant, that has lost 2 persons, or 4 in that sense, to the All Progressives Congress. There were nuances as to the effect that the governor was also meant to defect at some point. We just heard that, so we're looking and watching his visit to the president. But after that, we didn't see anything happen, and then we saw lawmakers defected. So maybe you give us a backstory of what is playing out here. Is this a precursor to the governor's defection, or these men are doing it on their own?
Yes, thank you very much, and good morning to Nigerians. On behalf of His Excellency, the dancing lion of Adeleke Government House in Osun State, Governor Adeleke. You see, what is playing out is perhaps people in the APC trying to struggle with the popularity, the influential popularity of our governor, Adeleke. Like I used to say, a governor in Nigeria, anywhere, not to talk of Osun State, where people have been so wired that whatever happens, they will take it up. They have tasted both sides of the divide in terms of the 2 major political parties in Osun State. A governor is not a small fry. That's where I'm driving at. So if a governor wants to defect, if a governor is ready to defect, it might not be in the purview of those who are trying to say we are blocking him. No, he will automatically become their leader. But because His Excellency Governor Adeleke is not your everyday Nigerian politician, he feels that the people of Osun State entrusted him, invested in him, the trust with the PDP, the leadership of Osun State. So he doesn't, the kind of person he is, he doesn't feel that it is until he now moves to another party that he can serve his people better. He has been doing it under the umbrella of the PDP. And it does not matter if he moves to anywhere before he will begin to do it. So it's that kind of principled individual that, yes, I was in the PDP, people trusted me with it, and this is a man that started from what I can call, borrowing the engineering disciplines from Grand Zero since 2017, when nature, providence, brought him to the arena of Osun State politics. He has been defeating APC since 2017, and everybody knows, whichever magic wand is using to achieve that, all of us may not even know. From someone that came from the blues, from nowhere, and got APC when they held sway here, defeated with 9 local governments to 1 during the 2017 senatorial by-election.
If I may comment, just a moment, sir. If you can hear me. If you can hear me, sir. Can you hear me, sir? Okay, so that I can give your colleague, fellow panelists, an opportunity. Just a straight question I did ask. So does this, with all you've said, are you saying that the governor these lawmakers don't have the approval of the governor or the consent of the governor, I think that's the right word now, or the understanding of the governor to defect, in just a straight answer so that I can move on to the other person.
Maybe, what I can say is a kind of miscalculation on the part of those lawmakers. They felt the rumor means perhaps overwhelmed them, thinking that the governor was coming, and they felt that we are Abuja politicians now, we should be faster than the governor, maybe being faster than their own destiny, because the governor is the leader by convention and the rules of our party. The governor is the leader of the party in Osun State. I felt that they should have consulted with their leader and perhaps also consulted with the people within their various constituencies, but I'm not sure that was done. So even if the governor was going to move, did they ask any questions from the governor? Yes, the APC set a trap for them and they entered. I don't know where that was coming from, because most of them involved.
My apologies, sir. Let me take you to your colleague, Mr. Jamiu. He said that APC set a trap. I want to just pick from what he said. This was a trap that the APC set, and the lawmakers that have defected fell into that trap. So is this true? And what does this make of the future of the APC in Osun State?
Thank you very much. And with profound regard to my colleague there, I think it's been clever by half by saying APC set a trap for them. I'll give you about 3 instances. There was a stakeholder meeting held in Okuku at the country home of Prince Olagunsoye Oyinlola, where the party chairman in Osun State, PDP party chairman in Osun State, Sunday BC, was raining curses on those who are planning to defect from the party. That was about 2 weeks ago. And there was a communique issued 2 days ago by stakeholders of the party. Of course, this SSA was not there because his name did not appear on the text of the communique. There were leaders of the party, Prince Olagunsoye Oyinlola, former governor, and those high-ranking members of the party, including the party chairman. A paragraph in that communique is in the newspapers reviewed there that says they will endorse President Bola Ahmed Tinubu for 2nd term, having met brick walls from APC chieftains and members who were raining curses and abuses on them on social media, which marked a sign of rejection from by the party. So that the people who defected were entered into a trap. No, they abandoned PDP for 5 reasons I will offer here. My brother, when you take your money and you keep with a bank, what it has shown is integrity. Because 24/7 you'll be able to withdraw your money when the need arises. That is what the bank thrives on. Leadership too, responsible leadership should also thrive on integrity. This is a governor of almost 3 years in Osun State who has lost high degree of integrity in public governance. And those senators and House of Rep members will not wait to be part of the mess. A governor that during the electioneering said he would declare state of emergency on education has not employed a single teacher in 3 years, but instead sacked 1,500 teachers. A government that is intervening and interfering in the affairs of higher institutions in Osun State. In Ire Polytechnic, for instance, the director there is a son of Ede, the country home of the governor. He was ranked number 15 in hierarchy but he was forcefully made director of that school. Dr. Detayo, who was appointed, who was #1 on the seat, on the roll, was removed and suspended till now. He has not been recovered from suspension. The man has been going about on empty stomach. The same thing in SRK. Don't forget, SRK is in Osun East, right, where Senator Fadansi comes from, where Senator Wole comes from. It is also an elder son who is not rated at all, that is director there. In Ilarangu, for instance, where on Osun Central, where Ajaguna comes from, somebody who was lecturing at a school, a federal college of education in Oyo State, came home during the electioneering, printed a poster that he wanted to go to the House of Assembly.
Mr. Olaomi.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm not sure the timeline of the occurrence of events that are material.
I'm giving you reasons where those people are defecting from the party.
Pardon me, I'm not sure about the timeline. This citing of war of words between PDP stakeholders in Osun and the planned defectors, and that very critical meeting of the governor of Osun State and his nephew and the singer Davido with the president, which some identify as being material to the planned defection of the governor, that now somehow seem to have, changed over time. We don't know what changed about that. Perhaps you could speak to that before we take it very quickly to the governor's aid.
Okay. So you recall in 2023, APC presidential candidate won Oyo State. Oyo State was under the watch of a PDP governor. Governor Shemak did not defer to the party before we won that state. In Osun State, under the watchful eyes of Governor Adeleke, we did not win that election with a difference of 10%. But too bad, we lost about 32 people who were murdered during the election. So anybody wants to help Asiwaju or support Asiwaju, a particular parochial reason, does not need to come to the APC before he assists in Asiwaju winning 2027 election. So if I've answered your question.
Well, I doubt that you have answered the question, but let's take it to the governor's aide now to respond to some of the things that you have said.
Yes, my friend here, my very good brother, Mr. Ajami Olawumi, is always fond of swerving off the road. I'm not sure whether
is that correct?
Okay. Yes, you are my friend now. Are you not? So, are you my enemy? So,
I'm your senior. I'm your elder brother. I'm not your friend. I'm your elder brother. Okay. I'm not your friend.
Yes, taking. Let's get to business because I'm not.
Yes, go ahead, Mr. Bamiji.
You don't even know my age.
I'm older than you do.
You may be having this courage of me to say, and I give it to you. May God continue to bless your soul. I don't have a problem with that. But you trying to take us to Ila, SRK for defection of those legislators is way off the mark. As far as we are concerned, the governor, yes, there have been. What I can confirm here is that there are feasible pressures here and there. I was on a television site in the state here where this same my friend felt that some governors, he particularly mentioned that of Governor Dapo Abiodun of Ogun State, that of APC governor, chairman of APC Governors Forum, Isodimal of Imo State, being the ones, I don't know, these innocent people, these innocent gentlemen, being the ones piling pressure on Governor Ademola Adeleke to come to APC and become their leader. Maybe they felt they were shivering even before the code that the governor will come and suddenly become their leader. I don't know what problem they have with that, even if that should be the case, because what all of us, including this my friend Jami Olawumi, should concern ourselves about is the development of Osun State, which Mr. Governor is doing rightly today. You cannot, nobody will come to Osun State and say Governor has not done well. So if it is all about the development of Osun State, they should even be dancing, they should even be praising their stars, they should even be thanking their God that a new sheriff is coming to their party to wash. Because within the last two weeks, I can tell you, the law inactivity, business activities in Osun State, just because of rumor misorchestrated by these guys and his cohort in the APC, that the governor is coming to take over our party. The same governor that defeated you in 2017, the same governor that defeated you in 2018, before the abracadabra of remote control attested to by the immediate past president of Nigeria, late President Muhammadu Buhari, the same governor that defeated you in 2022, even from ground zero, like I mentioned earlier, they should even be praising their star if Governor Adeleke is coming to their party. But our governor is not an everyday politician like Nigeria. He has been feeling so reluctant. If he's not been that reluctant, I tell you, perhaps today, Mr. Jamiu here will be in government house in Aberi here, prostrating for his leader, Governor Adeleke, to welcome him and to even begin to plead for his life in the APC. But because the governor felt that, must I move to this place, must I move to APC before I serve my people, before I serve the people who entrusted me with power to administer the state for the next 4 years.
So, Mr. Bamiji,
he has been in the PDP and he has been serving the people very well.
Right.
And people like this cannot stop it. So the governor is not. It's not like them.
All right,
if
Mr.
the
Bamiji,
governor wants to move to, it is clear that it is clear to us that those APC wandering guys, the voting wanderers in Osun State APC, it means they don't even know anything.
All right, Mr. Bamiji, let me come in here quickly. Let me quickly come in here so we can have a well-rounded conversation. Just before I take you to Mr. Laomi, just to be clear, are you saying that the governor is no more, does not have plans anymore to move to the APC after things fell through? Not
just, there's nothing like something falling through. There's nothing like anything falling through. It has never been the only statement you can find in the media space today is either from the party or from those of us working with the governor in the media space. So is the denier or the refuter of the notion orchestrated by these guys that the PDP governor is coming to their party. So if there is anything of that nature with the kind of governor we have, I know my governor, I know the dancing lion of Aberi that we have. He will rather consult with the people of Osun State. He will even make a state broadcast to persuade. Because what
Mr.
we
Bamiji,
have here is that people don't want to hear.
Quickly, are you saying that the governor never had meetings with leaders of the party, even members of the National Assembly, to say that, well, I plan to move to the APC? Are you saying that he never had that conversation?
You can attest to that through the reason adduced.
No, I'm asking. Are you saying that he never? Are you saying he never had that meeting?
Defected to APC. If he had had any conversation with them, my brother, I believe so strongly they are matured enough to have made that, to have said that openly. They would have said that openly, if only to malign the governor. But because they have never had that formally from Mr. Governor.
All right, you say you didn't have that meeting. Mr. Laomi, I mean, a lot of things have been spoken to, and perhaps you might want to respond to some of the points he raised earlier about your party. But how much do you know about this reported move of Governor Adeleke to get into the APC? How much do you know? Do you agree that there was never any form of conversation or what have you, in addition to the other responses?
Thank you very much. The communique of the stakeholders of the party among whom he is not, confirmed that the governor wished to come to APC. Because the communique signed by former Governor Indola and others says they were rebuffed from coming. And reasons for we rebuffing them is the result of our findings and research results. Civil servants who are being made second-class citizens from those that from their against their counterparts from Ede were all pleading that we should not allow Governor Adeleke to come to APC. So if he's saying this, perhaps he was not a member of the stakeholders of the party, since he's a SSA to the governor. And the governor gave his blessing to the party, but his name is not on the list. So the communique of the PDP in Osun State, given 72 hours ago, confirmed our position that he was lobbying to be part of APC. This person I pair with, I also want to be protected from some languages, some words that are very unbecoming from his side. So we are wanderers. I'm a guy, and I've put it to him that I'm not his brother. I'm far older than he does. I want, please, the courtesy. This is an international channel, and we cannot afford to mess up. On what he raised about two governors, the same issue was raised by Senator Yellow Mishore, and the same issue was also raised by deflecting of Osun State governor with another Igbo governor, citing instance that his mother was from Igbo land. All indices, all things, even you look at social media across Osun State, there are reasons, multiple, that point out to the fact that he wanted to defect to APC. If he comes to APC, he cannot be leader, he cannot be a leader to Chief APC Akande, of course. So nobody's talking about when he comes to APC, he will now be our leader. Leader of who?
But he'll be the leader. He'll be the leader of the minister.
In APC, might not be the same.
But he'll be the leader of the minister, former Governor Boyega Oyetola, if he were to move to the APC. Wouldn't he?
You said?
Wouldn't he be the leader of minister, former Governor Boyega Oyetola, if he were to move to the APC? That's a convention.
We have a subsisting leader in Osun State. That's Chief Akande, who was the national leader of the APC. Whoever comes as a governor on the platform of the party has a leader already, as long as that man liveth.
Okay. Well, I will leave the leadership battle to both of you to slug it out. But we know by convention, the governor of the state is naturally the leader. Maybe there will be accorded respect to the other elders there. But that battle is between both of you. Let me come back to you, Mr. Bamji. He's made some remarks, but I want to also move further to say it looks like there is no agreement or clarity as to the direction the governor is going, whether he's staying or he's not staying, or this is whatever it is. Let's talk about the local government administration for a moment, because that has been a case that almost everybody just went silent on it. What exactly is playing out? Is the allocation that is being released, first, has the allocation from the federal government been released? If it has been released, which of the chairmen or the administrators has it been released to?
Thank you very much. This is a very important question, and it is the handiwork of my friend. I call him my friend again. Maybe he doesn't understand the meaning of being friend.
Look at that again.
Me.
Look at that.
You may be older than me, but you can still be my friend. My father.
You are not my friend, of course.
You might be.
And I think
you might be looking 70 like 50. It does not matter. It does not mean you are not my friend. You have to get this thing.
I'm not your friend.
You profess to be.
I'm your elder brother.
I can still be your friend, even if you are looking 70 like 50. To your question, my brother, I want to say emphatically here, and this is my own personal feel. I hope the president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, will rise above shenanigans of people like the man we have on set here, to know that he's a father of the nation. Because I'm very sure is the one, people like this are the ones who peddled the lies to some of his appointees in Abuja to slow down the wheel of progress, the speedy wheel of progress we are experiencing in Osun State, to withhold the allocation of the local government, where primary school teachers are supposed to be paid, where local government health workers are supposed to be paid, where local government workers are supposed to be paid. But these guys felt that Governor Adeleke is moving too fast for their liking, and if he continues like this, they may not have any headway. The headway they have not even had against the governor. So they felt that they should impress it on Mr. President through whoever contact they have in Abuja, against the clear provision of the law. And even if we want to move against the written laws of the land, we cannot move against the pronouncement of the judgment, clear judgment of Court of Appeal in Nigeria, in Abuja, where it has been expressly cleared, including mentioning that the election conducted on the 22nd of February this year was legitimate. I wouldn't know up to now, and this is my personal feel again, that while the president, under his watch, will begin to withhold the allocation due to one of the some of the local governments under the constituent states of the 36 states of the Federation. He's been hired, and mark my word, he's been hired to superintend as president of Nigeria. Because I believe so strongly that it is the lies being peddled around by my friend here that the governor was the one who dissolved the local government, which is a lie, because this matter predated the ascension of Mr. President as the president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. You cannot build something on nothing. It is the law. It is the basic law that the election conducted during the immediate past governor was a sham. It was not conducted according to the laws of the land. And the court, even if that was our own impression, it was even validated. It has been validated by the court of the land. And the president must not allow himself to be implicated. And I don't lose word. I don't miss word. Must not allow to be implicated. He must not allow to be destroyed on the in the bad game, very bad game of this is foot soldiers, the remnants of his foot soldiers in Osun State, to make sure that they head back, they hold back this performing governor. There's nothing. What will be will be. That has been the notion of our governor. What will be will be. Let this governor and those who have been elected under him, especially at the basement, at the grassroots level of our nation, perform their duties. Let us face 2026 together. Let us see what happens. Most of what we do in politics, as far as I'm concerned, I'm a Christian in politics, is basically due to what God has ordained, and we must not lose that. If anybody feels that it is until we withhold local government allocation due to the development of the grassroots governance in Osun State that we will win election in Osun State, that is a lie. Nobody, unless, and I tell you, unless they want to carry all the armory, all the arsenals we have in the armory of Osun State to kill everybody, it will be difficult to defeat Governor Ademola, even if they withhold this allocation till eternity.
Pardon me, Mr. Bamiji. You haven't spoken to some of the concerns raised by Mr. Laomi about the burden that the governor may be carrying, which was the reason it was rejected in the communique issued. But maybe we'll have time for that later on. Let me come to Mr. Laomi. There have been defections from PDP lawmakers, both at the Senate and the House of Representatives, to your party. Are you separating the record of governance of the state level from the federal level, by which you believe that it is okay for the All Progressives Congress to receive the legislators, and the same treatment is not applied to the defection of the governor at the state level?
Well, this is very important, and I want to say it. He has talked about local government from an uninformed position. On February 10 this year, the Court of Appeal in Akure ruled to reinstate the APC sacked local government chairman. And they had the opportunity to go to Court of Appeal for interpretation if it was not clear to them, or to appeal that judgment to the Supreme Court. They didn't do it. We cannot be doing media trial on what has been legitimately done. Last week, there was meeting of National Association of Local Government of Nigeria. The chairman of Agbo in Osun State, Mr. Abiodun, was there to represent Osun State. It's not of PDP, it's APC. We cannot just allow ourselves to go through these shenanigans of media trial and uninformed position. To your question on the issue of people who are defecting, even if it's shared mandates, we have seen Vice President of Nigeria defecting from PDP because they have a shared mandate, but the policy was in variance to his ideology. If senators, House of Reps members, have seen what we have seen here, and they don't want to be identified with the mess, they have the right, more so when their party has a problem at the national level of who is the secretary or not. So it is within their right to defect.
Okay.
So it is not about assessment of whatever you are talking about.
All right, Mr. Jami, my apologies, totally out of time. And for the purpose of complete information and full disclosure, but both of you can decide to disagree on what says. That's a different kettle of fish. But for the information, there were 2 cases that went on appeal. One was instituted by the APC. The other one was instituted by the, I think, the APP or so. Well, APC won one, which you refer to as a reinstatement. But APC lost the other one because of the issue of trying to release. So even the substantive matter was not called on. It's an issue of releasing. So I wanted to put that on record. But you guys can decide to interpret what is subsisting, whether it's a reinstatement or the subsisting judgment of the trial.
And I also want to put it to you, my brother.
No, it's not a question. It's not a question of argument, Mr. Jami.
Court of Appeal is not known for overriding its own judgment.
Mr. Jamiu, I was very intentional in what I said. I said both of you can interpret it as you want, but I needed to put it on record. There are 2 Court of Appeal judgments.
You gave me a license to talk about it. That's what I did.
Yes, I believe.
All right.
I believe,
we don't have any more time, gentlemen. Gentlemen, we're totally out of time. Gentlemen, my apologies.
The Court of the Land has made...
My apologies, gentlemen. I just needed to put it on record. It wasn't a question. That argument, we'll discuss it with the lawyers and all of that, but we brought you guys for a different kettle of fish altogether. But we must thank you for your insight. Oladele Bamiji, Senior Special Assistant on Media to Governor Adeleke, as well as Jamiu Olaomi, APC Chieftains, Special Advisor to former Governor Yetola on Education. Thank you for coming. We appreciate you.
It's my pleasure.
Mr. Jamiu, thank you for coming. Thank you, my friend.
Oh dear, if you just watch it, you don't understand why I'm laughing when he said that. It was a controversial issue. Anyway, whether they are friends or other brothers, it's a different kettle of fish yet again. Thank you. We'll take a quick break. When we come back, we'll switch gears to River State. Something happened a few days ago in River State. The governor, former governor, I should say, of River State, Rotimi Amechi, was a former minister, had gone back to River State, perhaps to mobilize for the ADC, and he was welcomed by a large crowd of persons at the airport. And that has generated yet another conversation as to the politics of River State and of Nigeria. We're talking about it in just a moment. Stay with us.